Oh, gotcha. Come on, man. We should be beating these niggas, bro. Shooting. Yes, sir. So, Dave, do you approve this fit a little bit better? Is this okay? I said, do you approve? Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me, bro. Hey, had to. Oh, why? It still does that? Alright, now I know. And I wasn't trying to actually shoot, I was trying to pump to get them up and then pass it out.
The coach take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the New York Jets. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Jonah, 18 Gator, go on. Hey. Switch. Go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away, take care of it, because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that.
Pull it high. Check,
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Mike 51. So don't say nothing.
2nd and 5 now. Darnold, and nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Check 24.
Now Bell. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the interception, here's Darnold. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Out, 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 out. Ready, 10, check 13.
Darnold on first down. Caught here by Bell.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Switch, switch.
To the air again, Darnold. He's got his big tight end, Fant. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Mike 51. Hey, exit.
Throwing again is Darnold. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
On 2nd and goal, Darnold, the quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Darnold now to throw, and this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good, and it's now 14-0. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers, get it!
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he rifles one incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
They'll set up a throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Hey, wahoo!
Off of play action, Darnold. Over the middle, complete. That's Lamb. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point from McManus is good, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10. That's our own
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Hey, Zoo! Check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Let's go, D. Let's go. Mike check 33. 33. I'm coming, lady. Check Mike 33.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bradley Chubb, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Darnold. This is the tight end fan. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A first carry for Trenton Cannon, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On 2nd and 9, Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Oh, lady. Man up, D. Man up, D. Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike. You got my touch.
Darnold from the gun. Open man is Anderson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there. It's on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On 2nd down now, it's Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
He's coming. Double up, double up. Yo, faster. Let's go.
2nd and 11. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he'll punt it away for the second time. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
That's it. That's it.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from... Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Ready, ready. 53, Mike. Watch the screen. Look at me. Zipper. Defense.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Got a man. That's complete to Hamilton. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll look to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1-minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
Darnold now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Right there. 54, right there, 54.
Now it's Darnold. Trying to lay one up deep. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
He's got this complete to Hamilton. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. You
Watch the eye.
Hey! He's going towards Mulvey. Get it.
Back to throw now on first down. And Thomas has it. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it first and 10.
Check.
He'll look to throw. He gets it to Thomas. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Ready? 50. Plant.
53 at the mic.
Recon. 132 fighter.
Begin. Wide. Get wide.
61. Matchbox lights. 2.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. The kick by McManus is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Topper! Go!
SOS.
Hey, Charlie!
Mike, 53, Mike.
Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
6-6, bullet high.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Back to throw here. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. And McManus able to put it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Darnold completes it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 41-yard line. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Darnold now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Cannon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 16, Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Mike, 54.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Bell, and he'll be he stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. To throw is Darnold, and he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check 52. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a give, right side. Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Check 4.
Hey, box drop.
53 is the mic.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
80 weapon. Bang, 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 bang. He's good.
He'll drop to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th.
On the ready.
57, Mike 57. It's on.
Rock it. Go.
Tighten up.
32-jump bombers.
They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Here we go. Hey, I-7. Sit.
They're going to look to throw. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 40. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
It doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
57's the mic. Watch with the smooth. Let him know.
They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Hatchet.
Protein spill.
Switch.
2nd and 5. This is complete to Michael Thomas. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play. Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great error. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 35. And his Guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Fair.
Check three. Check nickel.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a little floater there is incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And now it's second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10. Second and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
Hey, orbit.
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And the Jets are going to get the football back. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they said, let's go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
It's now second and 10 at the
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Now Darnold. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. On first down, Darnold. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
50, play. 61, match box, light.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. The Broncos on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Yep. Yes.
57. Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Yo, go.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Get it.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Here's Ryan Quigley now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 18. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. On the NFL scoreboard, fourth quarter now at Soldier Field. That one has really opened up. The Vikings have just scored again. A win, if they can get it, would be their first on the year. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and a yard at the 29-yard line.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Check, check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
70, Indy. Go, go. Ready?
They'll run on first down. Lindsey down right around the 25. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Look at me. Go, go. Yo, Jackrabbit, come on. Whip, whip. Watch the whip.
They'll go again with Lindsey. Down to the 25. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Looking to throw, and that is incomplete. $16 seconds now on the clock.
Intended for Portland Sutton. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go. 30 base. Check, check. Sit up. Go.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Go, Sack. Mike 51, Mike 51. Watch the run, watch the run.
And they take a knee.
Donald on the keeper. A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Broncos, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3 and 3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go.